What happens if I ask 7 of the world's smartest AI models to build the ultimate snake game? There's just one rule. Every AI gets exactly one prompt. No second chances, no extra prompts, no manual coding. Whatever the AI builds from that single prompt is its final submission. Today, we'll find out which AI can create the best snake game using only one prompt, and by the end of this video, we'll crown the first champion of the AI Programming Olympics. To keep the competition completely fair, every AI starts from absolute zero. But before we start the competition, we need to create the perfect challenge. So before testing the AI models, let's spend a few minutes designing one detailed prompt that gives every model the same opportunity to build the ultimate snake game. Build the best prompt to create snake game where only one file create which contain .html to build 0 to all process. Once the prompt is finished, we'll give it to all 7 AI models and see which one truly deserves to win the first AI Programming Olympics. First up, we have GLM. I'm using the latest GLM 5.2 model with DeepSeek enabled to give it the best chance possible. Let's paste in our prompt. And now we wait. All right, it's finished. It generated 1,289 lines of code in just about 3 minutes. Let's copy everything into glm.html, fire up VS Code, and see what we've got. Moment of truth. Hey, it actually works. Not bad at all. We've got a clean menu, score tracking, levels, a high score system, and even a play again button. That's honestly a strong start. The only issue I notice is that the game doesn't scale properly to my browser window, but overall, GLM has officially set the first benchmark. Next up is Kimi. I'll use the K2.6 thinking model and give it the exact same prompt. After a few minutes, Kimi finishes with 843 lines of code, quite a bit smaller than GLM. Let's run it. The menu is here, but none of the buttons work. Start, nothing. Settings, nothing. Unfortunately, Kimi built the interface, but the game never actually starts. That's a rough beginning. Now it's time for Qwen, a model that's known for solid web development. I'm enabling thinking mode, pasting the same prompt, and letting it cook. About 6 minutes later, it's finished with 1,439 lines of code. That sounds promising. Let's run it. Wait, nothing. Maybe I made a mistake. Let's try again. Still nothing. Well, after generating over 1,400 lines of code, Qwen couldn't even get the game running. That's definitely disappointing. Now it's Google's turn. This is Gemini, and expectations are pretty high. I'm using Gemini 3.5 Flash with extended thinking. Surprisingly, it only takes about 1 minute. That's incredibly fast. The final result is 1,487 lines of code. Let's see if speed comes with quality. Yeah, oh no, the page loads, but basically nothing works. Unfortunately, this is the weakest playable result so far. Next, we have Perplexity. Since I don't have the Pro version, I'm testing it using the default model. Let's paste the same prompt. Wait a few minutes. Done. Wow, 2,449 lines of code. That's the biggest project we've seen so far. Let's run it. Okay. This actually looks pretty good. The UI is clean, and the animations are nice, but the start button doesn't work. So even though it looks impressive, I still can't actually play the game. Looks can definitely be deceiving. Now we're moving on to DeepSeek. It's known for optimization, so I'm curious how it'll perform. I'll enable expert mode, paste the prompt, and let it generate. Just 2 minutes later, it's done with 787 lines of code, making it one of the smallest projects in the competition. Let's test it. Start button, works. Pause and works, and restart and works. Score tracking, or it works. Finally, a fully playable snake game with clean controls and all the core features. DeepSeek may not have generated the most code, but it definitely focused on making everything functional. Last, but definitely not least, Claude. I'm using Claude Sonnet 4.6 with low thinking enabled. After around 4 minutes, Claude finishes with 1,380 lines of code. Let's run it. The game starts immediately. Everything works, movement feels smooth, gameplay is solid, but visually, it looks pretty basic compared to some of the other entries. Claude clearly prioritized functionality over flashy graphics. Now that every AI has finished, let's compare the results starting with the amount of code each model generated. Perplexity takes the lead with an incredible 2,449 lines of code, almost twice as much as some of the others. Next, let's compare generation speed. Gemini was by far the fastest, finishing in just 1 minute. DeepSeek followed with 2 minutes, while GLM completed its project in 3 minutes. Here's the complete comparison of all 7 AI models. We compared each model based on generation time, code size, overall functionality, and real gameplay. GLM gave us a solid foundation with a playable game and plenty of features. After testing all 7 AI models, it's finally time to reveal the rankings. In 7th place, Gemini. 6th place goes to Qwen. 5th place, Kimi. Coming in 4th, Perplexity. Winning the bronze medal, GLM 5.2. Taking the silver medal in Claude Sonnet 4.6. And the gold medal goes to DeepSeek. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting DeepSeek to win, but this challenge proved something really interesting. If you enjoyed the first episode of AI Programming Olympics, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button. Let's see if we can reach 50 likes on this video.